Because I truly believe that we've been called to be that radically, fully inclusive community. And I'll help anyone shape their theology and help them understand that those 6 clobber passages from the scriptures don't apply to this group of people. But I won't jeopardize the sanctity and the sacredness of this community of faith. But we'll welcome anyone to come to worship with us. You know, I sometimes believe that to know us is to love us. And I think one of the things that we have seen in Proposition 8 is that more people have got to know us and certainly have grown to love us. One of the things that has been so heartening in this last week has been standing in the rally lines with so many different people of so many different colors, and people of so many different sexual orientations. The world is a different place than what it was 40 years ago. And we stand with our allies today, even in this church. One of the things I'm finding from folks who come amongst us is that they're not looking for a gay church. They're looking for a progressive Christian community who preach Jesus, but who know how to progressively live it out in their own everyday living. And that's what Metropolitan Community Church must become in the next 40 years. That's a challenge for us, to live that out, and to live it out in true equality, where people of all colors can find their home amongst us. Racism should not exist in a Christian community of faith. Should not exist. All people should be treated equally, and all people should acknowledge that they are a child of God, made perfectly in the divine image of the loving God. And hear me, when one part of the community is missing, then we don't get to see the face of God in this congregation. Every person is important enough that we get to see the full picture of God each and every Sunday. But we must ask ourselves this morning, if we've truly been called to go into the world and baptize and to call people into this faith, if we've been truly called to love thy neighbor as thyself, then we must challenge ourselves, all of us, to ask ourselves, what is the next boundary or barrier we need to cross? If we are white and we're fearful of people of color, what can we do to heal that prejudice in order that we can reach beyond our own comfort zone and reach out to others? If we have a stereotypical of what it means to be gay, how can we reach beyond so that we can truly reach out to the diversity of our community? If we have a fear of women, or women have a fear of men, how can we disturb ourselves enough so that we can reach beyond who we are to fully embrace the other? And if we have a stereotype of Latinos or Asians or whatever nationality that we find here in this, I was told Los Angeles is the biggest melting pot in the earth. But if we have something that's going on in our own lives, how can we bring that to the surface in this sacred place? How can we allow it to be real, but not allow it to be unchallenged? And how can we heal ourselves? We are called to be healers in the world. But in order for us to heal the differences, we must first heal ourselves and heal our own prejudices and our own inadequacies. I'm glad that there has been a change in the rhetoric around Proposition 8. I was very saddened, and I spoke about it at the first rally after Proposition 8, and I wrote about it in our church newsletters. I was very saddened that so many of us in our community, the LGBT community who have suffered oppression, that we were pointing our finger at African Americans. and blaming African Americans for the winning for the Prop 8 passing here in California. And I was so grateful to John Duran and to others who stood up and said, as many as people who voted yes on 8, there were as many who voted no on 8 from every conceivable community that ever existed here in Los Angeles, to one degree or another. But this is not the time for us to separate ourselves out. I truly believe that that is a tactic of dominant culture, to separate us out one more time, to stop black talking to white, to stop gay talking to straight, to stop men speaking to women, to stop Latinos even involving themselves, to stop Asians being a part of the conversation. I truly believe that's a tactic of dominant culture. And I truly believe that that will be our downfall if we continue to separate ourselves out, not only in this community, but as this community of faith. Jesus challenged the disciples, the 11 who were sent out, to get over themselves, to get over their own cultural background, to get over whatever was going on in their own experience, and to cross a boundary and go into the Roman world, to experience Greco-Roman culture, which in their experience was just dreadful. It was awful. This was a group of people who had statues to every god possible, including the unknown god, so that they didn't miss one out. They were hedging their bets all over the place. And he called them into this community and said, cross the boundary. Get over your prejudices. Get over whatever it is that has burned in your body and go into this world and make disciples. If we truly want to be that radically inclusive community of faith that I believe God has called us to be, if we truly want to be that radical inclusive place so that others can look at us and say, well, it can work for them, so why can't it work for us? If we truly want to be that people, we need to hold the hand of our neighbor, every neighbor who is sat amongst us this morning. We need to hold their hands this morning and acknowledge the beauty that there is within you and within them. And that has nothing to do with the color of their skin or the sexual orientation or with what they believe or what they don't believe. But it says that we are the body of Christ in all of its diversity. And if one of us is missing, then we don't get to see the body of Christ anymore. Go unto all the nations, baptizing them, giving them an experience of Jesus, the experience that lives in your body, the experience of who you are, to love God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and to love your neighbor, not just some of your neighbors, not just those who had no on 8-yard signs.
I'll take your time.
Do you really mean that? But to love thy neighbor as you love yourself. I pray that we can do that here. Because if we can do it here, this becomes a microcosm of the world that we want to see. Sisters and brothers, a sacred conversation to disturb us, to upset us, to challenge us, and to raise some things to the surface within our own lives that we can then acknowledge, look at, and then be on a journey to heal it so that we can truly be united as one body of Christ.